Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to walk through our Tommy camper in a bit more detail. I'm going to walk through the kitchen side, the storage side on the other side of the Tommy camper. I'm also going to then go inside the Tommy camper and walk through the interior space. Also in this video, I'm going to share our top tips on what we've learned from living in the Tommy camper for 6 months and also from traveling around Australia for 9 months. So let's start with the kitchen. Okay, if you've watched any other videos on my channel of the Tommy camper, you'll know we absolutely love it. One of the favorite things about the Tommy camper is the kitchen. So it's just these two handles. You unlock those, you lift this up. You then have these two kind of cords, you pull that down. That is your kitchen set up. So again, on the side of the road, anywhere, we're at an awesome free camp here near Rockhampton. This video may help you because we've lived in it. We know what kind of works, what doesn't. So you'll find it beneficial if you're thinking about what size fridge you should get, stuff like that. So starting off, we'll go from the left to the right. This is all installed by Tommy Camper. So you'll see on their website, you can choose your layout. I'd 100% recommend getting the kitchen. It's been absolutely brilliant. One thing I would probably have changed, or I'd have ordered something different, now I know, would be a bigger fridge. So we have the 57 litre Engel fridge. It's been amazing. However, I think this is the perfect size if you're going away for a weekend. If you're living in this full time, I'd love the bigger fridge Tommy supply or your own like 110 litre fridge of choice. The good thing about this is the table is actually stored in here. So you just pull these down and you can slide the table out. It can be a bit tricky to get out sometimes. It's a good use of space in a way, but it does take the fridge space, and also under the bed, we'll show you inside, there are 2 drawers and that takes up half a drawer. So I got given the half drawer. My partner Rach has the full drawer, but in a full drawer, you get a lot more storage space. So I was thinking where else the table could go. And yes, you could put it in the other side of the Tommy, maybe in the back of the Tommy, maybe you can fit it in your ute somewhere. We have quite a nice space here, like just between the Tommy and our ute. So I could probably put a table in there. Got a Max Trax in there at the minute, but yeah, I think the table would be better there for us. Personally, for us, we're to do it again. If we're gonna go with this size fridge, I'd put another fridge freezer on the other side. We started to use the kitchen roll holder as well. This is really handy. Sometimes it spins around when the wind comes, but I've heard you can put like an elastic band. So far it seems to be doing all right, just kind of wedged in with the UE boom speaker there. These 3 storage boxes up here are brilliant. I'll just switch over to my phone. In this one, we kind of keep, at the minute it's donuts, but we can normally keep bananas in there. We have apples and some tea. And then on this shelf, we have food, more food, and then knife and forks are in that little box. Then we have our pot and some mugs. Then we have more food. We have our cooker, which is a $20 Kmart cooker. Honestly, does the job well. It's never let us down, which just has the gas canisters. And then over here, we have our jet boil, which probably my first tip, just get one of these. They're incredible. They're so good. We'd highly recommend them. Another thing I'd recommend for the jet boil is the jet boil gas is more expensive, but it does boil water quicker. And then over here for our jet boil, yeah, we purchased this accessory. So you fold out those little feet you see there, and then that allows you to put that on top of the burner like this. And that allows you to put another pot on top. So if you are boiling water like pasta and cooking like your spaghetti bolognese, you can do 2 things at once because we only have a single burner cooktop over here. So that acts as a second burner for us for cooking and also for making coffees, which we do twice a day. I think they're well worth the money. We have the flash, which has a ignition built in, like a clicker ignition built in here. So yeah, it's a bit more expensive, but very worth it, where you don't have to worry about a lighter, or it's just done for you. So very cool. You can get a smaller gas bottle as well, which I think fits in there, but we get through so much of it, we buy this one, which is the 230 gram version. A couple other tips. Rice noodles are incredible because you just need to boil water and they cook in the boiled water. Very good for camping. We have some pasta up there, and yeah, just your standard kind of kitchen. Another really good thing is these plates and bowls, which Rach found. They are so lightweight and so strong. Like, these are incredible. So I'll link these in the description. You can order them off Amazon, and I'll link everything else as well in case you're interested. Then there's a pull-out sink here. We keep our tea towel and one of these things in there. That's from Coles. That's really, really good. It's lasted longer than other ones we've tried. The Tommy kitchen, honestly, this is incredible. Like, we have put a little bit of tape on here that then, yeah, the little pieces of tape have completely sealed the interior. So when I'm outside cooking, we can not worry about bugs going inside the camper, which is obviously huge, especially in Australia. And yeah, we also got the gull wing lights with this one. Those have been really good, no complaints there. I would love it if they were amber lit as well, not just kind of bright lights. Over here we have the 12-volt kit. This has been amazing. I would highly recommend this. Give you a voltmeter here. The voltmeter tells you how much charge the battery has through volts. So we have the King's 120-hour lithium battery, and it gave us like a little guide. So 13.3 is like, I think it's like 80%, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can watch your volts and see how much charge your battery has, which we didn't know that until we got a new battery and tried to figure out how to do it. Yeah, maybe that helps you. We have the Energize DC-DC, 100%, I'd recommend that. It's been absolutely brilliant. It charges the battery at 40 amps. When the ute's running, it charges the battery, and we've never had to worry about solar. We don't have solar on the roof. If I was ordering this new, I would put solar on the roof, but we do have a solar blanket if we need to. We haven't had to really use it yet because DC-DC takes care of it because we do so much driving. Also flooring, we have King's flooring, which goes out here. I made another video on that. I'd also recommend that if you're traveling around Australia. Okay, cool. I think that's everything on the kitchen side. One other thing, just what I think of it, the Tommy does an incredible job at dust proofing. So we have been all around Australia. There's been no red dust get inside the camper. You may see a little bit on the edges around here, but actually on the inside, this rubber seal does an incredible job. So well done, Tommy. Yeah, let's go on to the other side. Okay, cool. This is the other side of the Tommy camper. Very similar to the other side. There's just not the kitchen side here. So it's just these two, and you can lock all of these. And under here, we have a surfboard. That's a 5'9" surfboard. Actually, it's 5'6", I think. How tall is this? Oh, it's a 5'9". Yeah, 5'9" surfboard, fits in the S6 model of a Tommy camper. Again, Tommy campers do have surf racks available, so you can put it on the top. I actually really like it in the Tommy camper. It's safe, it's secure. It's not all of a sudden, there's a few cars going by. It's not all of a sudden gonna blow off. And I think it's a really good place to keep it. But again, if you're an avid surfer, I'd probably recommend the surfboard racks, especially if you've got a longboard. That's obviously only gonna fit on the roof. But I picked this up in Esperance, secondhand, used it once, brilliant, and I've carried it around Australia. So it's more for show than anything, really. I mean, you know, I'm not exactly a pro surfer. So in the back here, it's very simple for us. Then over here, we just have a box, which we call long-term storage. So that has like pasta, noodles, extra food, stuff for the car, like engine oil, stuff which we don't use every day, but it's like our long-term storage, we call it. Then we have our laundry basket. That's a great place for a laundry basket. It took us a while to figure that out because you can access the Tommy through here. So you can just put your laundry in there, easy to get out the laundry basket when you want to go do your washing. And the seat in the Tommy lifts up, which is pretty cool. So you can lift it up. We don't do that, we just put it around the side. Then we have some gym equipment. It's mainly Rach's stuff, like a foam roller, some weights, stuff like that. It's really cool. You basically got a gym with you wherever you go. Then obviously our toilet. And then this is a Austrail fast screen. So that's a picture of it. Basically this keeps the flies and mosquitoes out. I couldn't recommend this enough. This is probably my top tip. If you have a Tommy camper, just get one of these from Anaconda. Really good value. And when you're in Western Australia and the flies are pretty much attacking you, you'll thank me. So yeah, top tip there. That fits really nicely in the S6 model again. Okay, down the side here, which works really well. And then the surfboard goes on top, kind of like that. Oh, is there anything else in here? Behind there is the battery as well, but that's on the other side. And we have a stand-up paddleboard. In the middle, we have a stand-up paddleboard, which is just behind here, which we very rarely use, but we still have it because that's out of the way. It's a bit bulky, and that's in the middle. And then the water tanks here, the water fill point. Highly recommend a water filter for traveling Australia. We use the one from BCF. We keep that all in the tray of our Tommy camper. You plug two hoses in either side, filters the water, water tastes amazing. The moment you've all been waiting for, if you've tuned in to look at the interior, hang our towels on the back of the door. That's working really well. It can also dry the towels. Then also one thing I'd recommend to buy for the Tommy camper, if you're ordering it, order the fly screen. Let me grab it. It's a fly screen, you just put the corners over like this. That's the fly screen set up. It's a zip, which opens like that, and then you can go in. It opens all the way up. And you can go in and access your Tommy. This is super helpful. I'd highly recommend it. It's not the most expensive thing on the Tommy list, so I think it's well worth its money. Also, if you're thinking about getting the 270 awning, which we have, it's the one from Tommy. The awning comes round, but if you want it to be like freestanding without the poles, it sags a little bit. the door won't open if the 270 awning's here without the poles because it's too low. So you can have the door open, left open, and then have this, and you can access the Tommy to go in and out with the awning out without any poles. I'd highly recommend it. It also just lets in so much airflow. So we have the darker color Tommy. It's not too bad in the heat, to be honest. The roof has a reflective kind of white plastic material on the top, so it reflects loads of the sun, and it's pretty thick. So the insulation of the roof is amazing. Tied with this, it's brilliant. Right, let's go inside. So this is inside our Tommy camper. As you can see, it is a really quite large bed. That's a queen size bed. Super comfortable mattress. I think you can upgrade the mattress. We have a topper on here as well, just to make it a bit more comfortable. Another top tip I would say would be grab yourself one of these blankets. They are from Big W. It was $35 and it's so warm. It's quite incredible. It's pretty cold now as we head further south, but this is really, really good. You then have the pockets either side. We keep water bottles in those pockets. And then you have your lights. These are really good. I'm pretty sure these are standard on Tommy's, but if they're not, I would recommend adding lights because it's just so easy. Then you have your two handles up here. Sometimes we put a washing line up here to hang some clothes. Then up here you have the carpeted ceiling, which really helps with condensation. The Sirocco fan, would highly recommend, oh, just turned on. I'd highly recommend the fan, big fan of that. So that's really good. We have another light here. And yeah, you'll see these metal bars. They actually push inwards, so the canvas always comes inwards. I just double check that it's all been pulled in, so I just pull this in as I'm pulling the roof down. So yeah, down here is the living area. So this is the bench seat, which is very comfortable for two people, especially for a short period of time. If I'm doing any longer stints of work, say I'm editing or doing work on my laptop, I do prefer to sit in the ute, but that is a great thing about a slide-on and ute setup is you have a very comfortable place to sit in the ute, which is really soundproofed as well. Over here you have a shelf which has two cup holders. Pretty cool. We have this like white grip mat stuff and we put it along there and on there. I'll talk about those in a bit. This stuff's really good. It actually protects the Tommy, like the metals. That bin fits really well down there. That is from IKEA. It's brilliant. On top of there is like a dehumidifier kind of thing. Over here we have two boxes. These are from Kmart. I think they're brilliant. It creates another shelf for us, so we put our phones on here at night time to charge them. And then we have some phone cables just tucked behind there, which plug into the other cigarette socket just behind here on the wall of the Tommy. I don't think you can see it, but behind there is our paddleboard and then there's the socket. But yeah, in these two boxes, we keep the top one's all tech stuff, all our cameras and stuff, and some towels. And then the bottom one is all toiletries. Under here is our two drawers. So these, you pull on these two yellow levers, you pull the drawer out. And that's my clothes and then Rachel's clothes. But mine's half a drawer because the table takes up half the drawer. But yeah, there's a surprising amount of space here, right? This bench seat actually lifts up, so you can access the gym stuff, laundry basket, then you can open this door and you can access the toilet. Right, so I just thought I would show you what it's like sitting in here. If I was watching this video, I'd want to know, can you actually sit in it? Like, is it comfortable? Yeah, this would be my laptop. You can see there's heaps of space either side. I could sit here and Rach could sit there pretty comfortably in the S6 model. So yeah, it's pretty comfortable just to sit in here and edit. Yeah, I do feel after an extended period of time, it's not the most comfortable place to sit because you can see here, this is like behind your head. Like this is great for like, I would say like an hour. Then if I'm actually going to be working like properly, then yeah, I sit in the ute personally. But yeah, very comfortable. And like, how incredible is this? Like, you got a place to sit in the back of your ute while camping. Like, and I'm very grateful for it because we've had dinner in here. Big fan of having that indoor seating. Okay, so as you can see, there is a lot of space in here. I am 6 foot or just over 6 foot, and I can stand pretty comfortably. Let me know what you think. What's your thoughts on the Tommy Camper? Did you enjoy this video? If you do have any video ideas you want me to produce, let me know in the next kind of couple of days because this will be up on the market for sale soon. So yeah, I'd love to share my experiences with you before it's sold. That wraps up this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.